Pillars of Eternity continues. Welcome back, one and all, to more Pillars of Eternity. I know it's been a bit of a delay here due to the Ronstocktober festivities and the massive amounts of point-and-click adventure stuff that I've been uploading, but I did have some extra time today, so I'd like to at least get a video out. I know that a few of you look forward to these more than others. Let's start off with the new art by Sai. We, of course, upgraded last video to the Coat of Ill Payment, which has all kinds of intricate runes and filigree that you can see. And look what the fucking Master Sai has produced for us. Just amazing. All hand-drawn. He kept the Lug-Lug's tempered steel helmet there. And check this out, guys. Now, this is extra icing on the cake. I ended up replacing Lug-Lug's neck piece with the Ancestor pendant, and Sai contacted me, and of course he didn't want to just leave it with this empty blank face. So if you look really close, you might be able to identify a little red devil playing at a computer with a black background, which is of course the the banner art that I stole many years ago from whoever and has kind of become mine. So, very big shout out and thank you to Sai. Appreciate it, man. The fact that you have the ability to produce art like this within 24 hours, and Sai had turned this in long ago. I just haven't had time to shoot the video, but it's amazing. The guy is fucking amazing. He deserves a job at, Blizzard or Obsidian or somewhere doing professional art and getting paid a lot of money. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, that's the new artwork. Let's get started with the game.
As you wish.
Alright, so it's been a while. I'm going to need a refresher of my own. Brutish Warrior has arrived. We're getting more rich. We'll go ahead and hire the Brutish Warrior for now. He's a guest. Guest will leave eventually. I'm not sure if hiring makes them stay a bit longer. We'll see, because the Brutish Warrior left soon after I had paused this previously. So this will be a good test, because I know he was about to leave. I went and picked up some gems from the night guy, the gem seller of the night, and not exactly all the things we want. The biggest holdup right now Alright, so we got our Gray Sleeper sword here, which is all nice and upgraded and ready to rip through shit. As far as enchantments, though, we're really looking at doing quality at this point, and we're going to start needing the Adra Dragon Scales and Bog Dragons, which you don't just come by. The other thing is we're actually finding armor that's in the superb range, so... And what did that say? Oh, not enough materials and it's already... Okay. A friendly reminder. Your shit is already that good.
As you wish.
Alright, so we're going to head back to the expansion area for now.
You must gather your party before venturing
Come on,
forth.
jokesters. Back into the White March. Let's get back to the village for for now. I think we're going to head to Durgan's Battery. Hireling Payday. There goes a quick 1,300 coin. Let's see. Where are we sitting at with that? I think we're good. $80,000. Find a way to unlock Durgan's Battery. Find a Galvino's hut near Durgan's Battery. Abbey of the Fallen Moon. Travel up the mountain toward Durgan's Battery. And then we have a bunch of our NPC quest. Another Durgan Battery mission. Finding the rest of the helm, deliver the missive. Okay. That is back in Twin Elms and the Blade of Endless Paths. Well, I'd have to say that Durgan's Battery sounds like the choice. Let us go finally check it out. We're going to need to go to Longwatch Falls first. Remember, we got the secret from there. That was nice. Need to find some more of those scrolls. I have one more. I'm a crazy little Zergling alien. My little Murloc. It's probably the coolest pet. Looking forward to new encounters?
Well?
There's some yummy deer! There's something special about getting to a new location in these games and just seeing that vast amount of fog of war surrounding you. And you just know you're in for some shit. This device makes a terrible screeching noise. The compass points west. Holy shit! Pissed off deer. That's a fucking slaughterhouse. Oh man. Those glowing gibs of deer flying through the air. We got food! A Murloc is probably cold as fuck. Here's some actual monsters, some frosties.
Well,
I'm ready.
The good old goldenrod shoe.
Slowly now.
hey.
My friends.
Stench. Even worse when dead.
Behind
Got him
us!
and bring him. Baragon spoke of this one. Let him be.
That's right, we're buddies. Alright, Ista, trying to recreate the alchemical instruments by which the battery dwarves first located the site upon which they erected their fortress. She has a prototype she once tested. If someone will brave the wilds, to do so. So something within the cave at the base of the approach to Durgan's battery. The Weaver Song. Zahu found surprising resistance in inquiries regarding the whereabouts of Boinsetta. Whoever had taken her wanted to keep her location a secret. At the behest of the Duchess of Sperinto, a team of alien cryptographers attempted to decipher the fragments of Bonisetta's weaving messages. In turn, they communicated those leads to Zawa. After several brutal fights against well-trained mercenaries, Zawa reached Bonisetta's prison, a weaving house near Gerara. The Valian textile company that had abducted her was immediately cast out of all Valian republics, great and small. And thanks for saving her, Bonisetta wove an enchanted cloak for Zawa's journey back to Kadnua. The Cloak of Comfort, plus 5 to all defenses, plus 30 max endurance, and plus 3 damage reduction to slashing, piercing, and crushing. It's a fine cloak. A gift from Bonisetta. That's probably a good cloak. We need to go pick that up, I'm sure. Of course, Luglug's a little attached to his special amulet now, so we may need to give it to Eder or Palagina. And Aravius is still on his deft hand quest. Sloggenpox.
Hey.
You can trust me.
They're all on my team. Ronstock's little soulbound charming staff is quite useful. Lots of amethyst. Some frost dews. Exceptional warbow. White Adra gems. That's what she wanted. Didn't point to ore, but it did detect a small hoard of white Adra jewels. She would probably be interested to hear the results. A potion of Lengrath's displaced image. Ah, supposed to side on the other side. That's what I was wondering. Okay. Let's go ahead and return for now, because we want to make sure we've cleared all the other area. I'm sure we can get across either way, but actually... yeah, let's go back. Pretty awesome that Lug Lug has got ogre friends. Love that. Help! Somebody help! What the... There's a guy stuck under this rock. Help, please! I'm down here! Standing on a narrow outcropping far below the edge of the chasm, a villager waves his arms frantically. The villager is well out of reach, and the uneven slick surface of the chasm would prove difficult to climb by hand. I will go! Edgar has a solid grasp of knots and steps forward to secure the line with a sturdy knot. The trap man presses himself against the chasm wall. Please, Harry! The ice is starting to crack! Looking down, Ronstock can see another smaller ledge further up along the side of the chasm. It is close enough to jump to, but it may not be able to support much weight. Ronstock takes firm hold of the rope and cautiously climbs down toward the ledge. There's an ominous crunch as the ice shifts somewhere below. The trap man lets out an alarmed cry. Hurry! On the ledge, Ronstock takes a moment to survey the surroundings. Several sections of the cliffside appear below, coated sheets of ice, like windows set into the side of the chasm. The thin ice pocked through with air bubbles and moving too quickly across the surface could cause it to shatter. Ronstock carefully climbs down. I don't think it'll hold much longer! There's a faint clattering sound and a sharp cry. Glancing down, Ronstock sees that the man has slipped, only to grab hold of the rocky wall just in time to stabilize himself. As Ronstock passes the fragile section of ice, the winds begin to pick up. The freezing gusts tug fiercely at Ronstock's clothing, howling past. Nearby is a narrow hollow in the wall of the cavern that could provide some shelter until the winds die down again. Concentrating hard, Ronstock casts a protective spell. The chill winds slide harmlessly past, and he continues the descent. At last, Ronstock comes within the reach of the trapped villager and extends a hand toward him. When Ronstock's hand is a mere inches away, the outcropping beneath the trapped man's feet suddenly shudders and gives way, and he starts to fall. The man's screams can be heard long after he plunges into the gloom below. After a few moments, a sickening crack echoes up the chasm. Bye-bye, birdie! Ronstock climbs back up the chasm and over the edge to safety. He fell! Sorry!
Yes.
So obviously, I did that on purpose. I had no intentions of saving that man, which is why I sent down my weak mage. So I was either going to push him off or let him slip. So I'm glad the game gave me the option. Mr. Satan's going to love that shit. Now, if you do save him, you get 300 copper pieces. And he returns to the Stalewart Village. Maybe you get some reputation. I don't know. Hello there. Always good to see more kith on the road. You can relax for the time being. Ingard here will let me know if any ogres come upon us. Oh, the ogres are my friend! Ought to be heading down the mountain soon, but I've got some supplies still if you need anything. Who the fuck are you? Name's Terrigar. I came out with the Stalwart sometimes to trade. Nothing fancy, like Durgan has. Just supplies, ingredients. Came out here to get some air after the raid. Never been much for one of our towns. Do you know a man by the name of Galvino? I think everyone knows Galvino. He has a cabin a little ways north of here. You'll want to follow the road a ways and then head into the trees. Do you know anything about bandits in the area? Sure do. Most of the caravans here take the one road down into the pass. A group of bandits set up shop just north of here before the bend. They'll just take a toll on good days, your head and most others. I keep clear of them myself, and I don't usually come down the mountain. Which way to Durgan's battery? You're one of those, huh? Just follow the road north and west across the bridge. You'll know it when you see it. Have a care. Lagafoth moved into the area not long ago, and they've already made short work of a few caravans. Do you know anything about the caravan that came through here recently? Saw what was left over of it anyways. You can find a few of the wagons just up the steps if you head toward the battery. He points northwest. Thought I'd have a look in case there's anything to salvage, but they dragged everything they could carry across the bridge. Out of my reach for sure. Let's check out what he has for sale. Exceptional shit, some Tundra clothing, camping supplies, lockpicks, and potions of major endurance. A bunch of boring shit. You can take my leftovers, sir.
As you wish.
That's unusual.
Ninagol's Black Pages. Only wizards can learn grimoire shit. Hand that book over to me, Lug, you imbecile! Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Grimoire filled with information. We have got infused with vital essence. Infuses the caster with vitality, giving them a temporary increase to maximum endurance and health. Expose vulnerabilities. Bears the enemy's combat vulnerabilities for all to see, reducing their damage reduction, deflection, and concentration. That's a nice spell, too. Ninagol's Death Ray. This is one of the more powerful variants of the common Ray of Fire. Spell inflicts raw damage, attacks the target's fortitude, and only affects enemies. Ninagol's Shadow Flame, a curious variant of the ever-popular Fireball. Ninagol's Shadow Flame causes freeze damage and paralyzes anyone caught in the area of effect. Ninagol's Bitter Mooring. The target is hit with a stuck affliction and becomes an anchor for a frigid ray of energy from the wizard that does freeze damage to the creature in its path. Wall of Force, combat only, creates a semi-permeable barrier that inflicts crush damage and hobbles enemies as they pass through it, but leaves allies unscathed. Arcane Reflection. Creates a field of arcane energy around the caster, reflecting hostile targeted spells up to 5th level back at their casters. Ninagol's Killing Bolt. This spell inflicts heavy amount of raw damage to the target. Any non-spirit felled by the attack will summon a spectre under the caster's control. And Tane's Chaotic Orb. Named for the eccentric Adrian wizard Tane, the Chaotic Orb bounces between a number of enemies, dealing damage and inflicting a variety of negative afflictions, including petrification, paralyzation, weakened, sickened, stunned, and blinded. Heyo! That's a lot of goodies there. I think we're going to hook up Aloth. I don't necessarily need Wall of Fire. We definitely want Arcane Reflection. And we definitely want all the level 7 shit that we can get for both of our wizards. Nice. Nice little find there. And I believe in order to find that, you have to have already interacted with Ninagol's apprentice in Russet Wood and find the Tatter map that he had hid. And, of course, the Ninagol spells like Death Ray and Shadow Flame, those are only learnable in this game through that book. So that's pretty right on.
What is it?
Lifting up a corner of the tarp reveals a jumble of rusted metal alongside the firewood. Bulwark against the elements, primal water, and primal rock. This is probably Galvino's workshop. The Recluse of the White March. I found Galvino's hut, but I don't see him here. Perhaps it's worth looking around. He has the place trapped, of course. He's a smart man.
Nice and quiet.
We'll have Aloth take care of this stuff.
Indeed.
Rites of Ancient Legends. That gives us lore. That's going to be good. Definitely want that. I don't need to steal a man's fruit. Ooh, head of us is back. He was just doing an escort, I think. This map depicts the peak of the mountain, with markers denoting altitude. He's got an underground layer.
I wonder what this is. A blade in the dark.
Mishap and construct, flesh construct, some more trap shit. Let's get ready for battle.
Worth and rough!
I'm ready.
Oh! Throwing down some freeze damage on us. Let's see, what do we see here? Immune to charm, confusion, daze, disease, so they're immune to all that shit. Looks like they have some minor damage reduction against slashing and bashing. Some fire and frost. We just need to just pummel them.
So much for you. Mow it.
She gone.
Well,
Vessel flesh.
Indeed.
Potion of iron skin.
Nice and quiet.
These crates hold innumerable discarded mechanical hinges, faceplates, and limbs. A gelatinous green film has congealed along the bottom of the shattered machine.
La Faru, beyond seek!
As you wish.
Some of these motherfuckers about to blow up. It's kind of scaring me.
Avaru beyond seek!
Yep, that's what those assholes are about.
Of course.
You gotta kill them quick. Do not surround unstable constructs. Note to self.
How may I help?
Burning flesh construct and iron construct. Look at the defenses on that ding-a-ling.
Lavaru beyond seek!
As you wish.
Now block the doorway.
I'm ready.
We got a construct doing the work for us.
What?
That's not very helpful.
Kill them all! Not even slowing it down! No!
I got something for you, buddy.
Yes?
I'm ready.
Yes?
Don't even...
That fucked him up.
Of course. Yes?
Oh, Aloth, you're about to get hit right in the butt.
Don't even...
God, they crushed that guy. Look at that.
Here's a lesson to be...
Kumar slam this bitch, Ron Stock. Boom!
I'm ready.
Yes. Yes?
Viscous green liquid seeps from the crack in the glass tank. It exudes a strong chemical odor that is almost painful to inhale. This paper contains a loose list of apparent personages separated by dates. Gonadag, Longwatch Fall Bandit. Merkwinsdog, Imprima, some smuggler, murderer, okay, blah, blah, blah. Under the list is a note in a different hand. Diveris Devil, just give me numbers. That could be important. We'll snag that up.
Yes.
Lug, good job on setting off the vent trap.
Indeed. The work of a moment.
Plus 50 max endurance. We'll take it. We still have this other direction to go as well. Ooh, secret lever.
That's unusual.
That was close.
The work of a moment.
Alright, got our lockpicks back. A scattered pile of mechanical finger joints lies strewn across the desk. This guy's in the building automatons. Arranged from top to bottom, these boxes boast increasingly intricate locks. A few broken lockpicks lie discarded on the shelves.
I'll see what I can do.
Immunity to hobbled and struck scroll. Braces of spiritual power, plus 10% spell damage. Nice. We certainly need to take a look-see at those. Shine bright like a diamond. Alright. Diamonds are always good. I think I have quite a few at this point. And the room is raided. I think we want Ronstock to do extra damage. And these are just straight up +2 dex. Well, how would you like to have +2 dex and less armor speed penalty? Recovery speed will be -5, I guess. Plus 10% spell damage may not seem like a lot, but every little bit counts. We'll try those out. I might hang on to my +2 dex gloves as well.
Where there's a pick, there's a way.
Hello, I'm trapped in here.
Indeed. The work of a moment.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Ha! Your money or your life, friend. Excuse me? A tinny voice rises from within the chest of the headless machine. From time to time, a burst of sparks accompanies the rattling of its innards. Get a little lost, did we? There's a toll on these rolls. 500 copper, or you'll have a new set of nostrils to breathe out of. But you're a construct! What? Is this some kind of insult? I'll show you a concept if you don't hand over the money. A faint, ominous glow emerges from the creature's chassis. He's gonna blow up. Just look at yourself. You're a broken machine. You use some very peculiar insults, I have to say. Even so, you'll regret those words. I can't have people saying I've gone soft, can I? The construct suddenly lifts sideways, arms akimbo. Huh? That's odd. I swear I had my knife. I've always been very good with knives. Her voice takes on an edge of panic. Her manly voice, that is. Where are my hands? I don't... Where am I? What's happening? There's a sudden harsh metallic squeal and the construct pulses with a fierce light as it lurches towards you. Lug shrugs that shit off.
Indeed.
Check that room out, Eloth.
That's unusual.
These boots were originally designed and made to punish runaway slaves. The lord who commissioned them would force attempted runaways to wear them for a week straight, waking and sleeping. The soles were studded with pebbles and shards that ground against the wearer's feet, while the leather chafed soles into his heel. By the end of the week, most who wore the boots could barely walk. Yet the slaves in this manner rose up and summoned the effigy. Once the effigy had completed its bloody work, the slaves discovered an unexpected boon. The boots that had once been punishment had been transformed into something comfortable and likely valuable. The surviving slaves argued over the boots, and when words turned to blows, the daughter of the man who had become the effigy grabbed them and ran. She never looked back. Plus 15 defense while disengaging, and grants Ray of Pain when hit by a critical hit. Could be good boots for a mage getting out of a forced encounter. Yeah, we gave Aloth some janky stealth boots, so we'll go ahead and give him those. Ronstock has the jolting touch and damage reduction. We could use a couple pair of those boots, probably.
Of course.
I'm glad we're traveling together too, but isn't this a bit much?
Heyo! Alright, we got several iron constructs. Not that they're that powerful, but in numbers, anything can be troublesome. So, I was told each character can set a trap. Let's go ahead and test that theory. That was Aloth's trap. Here you go, Ronstock. Maybe it has to be a different trap as well. The clouds are not going to do shit to them. The lightning ones are probably a good idea. And as you can see, that moved the other trap. So that's not working for me. If there's some special way I need to be laying these, let me know. But as you can see, that does not work. Although I could have swore I've lain down 2 before.
Yes?
And as far as what I can tell from my research on Google, very quickly, you can only lay 1 trap. So, whoever the subscriber was that said each of your characters can lay 1 trap, I do not think you are right. I definitely laid 2 at one point, but that was some kind of glitch. This game obviously still has some.
La Baru, be on seek!
Here comes the craziness.
Machine, will you repeat all I say?
I'm assuming lightning screws these guys up good. Here come these bombastic bastards. All right, conquered their asses.
Yes.
Lots of Audra. I don't know if I want to just go pulling
Yes.
switches here. She had outdone herself with this one, Baelsir, a common robber with some natural talent for cipher abilities. It's gone to his head. The Baza believes he is the next Antonio. I think, in any case, the world would be well rid of him. Still, he's yielded promising results. His mind is perfectly intact. I might even be able to determine whether there is merit in his delusions about his soul lineage. But I made the foolish mistake of leaving the man's pistol on my work table. His essence is bound to the weapon, rather than the body. I undertook to build for him. Even bodiless, this fool seeks to trouble me. I have sealed him within one of the tanks. I will have proof of the machines against the free-roaming experiments while I think of the solution. Until then, I suppose I must endure the company while I work. Tufts of hair are still stuck to the metal slats of this helmet. You spy dark smudges along the edge of the manacles. Sparks crawl over the wires and the plates of this machine, illuminating the innards of each burst of light.
I shall be discreet.
Okay, that opens up into that room.
What is it?
Whoa! Bell, sir. Immune to disease. Ground, hobbled, poison, prone, sick and stuck. Resistance against all kinds of afflictions. Smash 'em up.
That's not very helpful.
I am free, Galavino. I will eat your heart!
It's no use.
He dead. Fellstroke, a unique two-handed pistol. Adventurers from all over Eora go on living lands in search for fame and fortune. Antonio went to rob them. He had earned a reputation as a cunning thief in Bagpepi, but a reputation is the last thing that a cunning thief needs. So he left to Bagpepi, I don't know how to say that, Bagpepi, and indeed the Valian Republics for fresh opportunities in the living lands, taking with him a little more than his coin purse and a fresh change of small clothes. Unfortunately, Antonio soon learned that the hardened treasure hunters of the living lands were little like the plump merchants of the republics. Within a few weeks, he'd exhausted his meager supplies and had earned nothing for his suffering. Desperate, he stumbled across a rough-looking pair from the Deadfire Archipelago and begged to share their fire. They agreed too easily. When the bandits made their move, Antonio was ready. He snatched the pistol from one and fired on the other. With the first attacker advancing, he pulled the trigger again, only to hear a dull thud. While his assailant laughed, Antonio pulled back and struck the man's bald head with the pistol. The bandit collapsed dead instantly. Antonio eventually became a successful and feared robber and the subject of many campfire tales. Even as his fortune increased, he kept the stolen pistol, a sturdy piece of case-hardened metal that served him throughout his career. Seems like a very good pistol. Grants ambushing passive, which does plus 25 damage. 2 to stealth. Endurance might hang on to that. Of course, they're both valued at 1,000. 25 to 34. 28 to 38. 4 enchantments. It'd be nice if you could dual wield pistols. That would be fucking sweet.
What is it?
Oh God.
What is it?
Oh shit. What in the shit?
Of course.
Yes?
I knew it. I was gonna say there's no way this tunnel does not have some traps in it. Pretty surprised, just one. Alright. More constructs that way. Try not to send that off. Might have to send Lug in here just to get it out of our way. I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode, folks. Stay tuned for more Pillars of Eternity. We'll be back on track here in November, so expect the Pillars of Eternity videos to start rolling back in at a nice pace. Until then, thank you for watching.